Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of May, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. All right, let's see what's going on here this month. Decisions, at least in the recent past. Wow. Whatever decision you made in the recent past yielded a lot of happiness for you. Now, I don't know if this is you. I'm going to say you because this is your reading. This could also be your person's energy that you're dealing with. But the Ten of Cups and the Sun are both of the happiest cards in the entire tarot deck, and you get them side by side in your recent past. So it's definitely not just you, this reading. There's somebody else that you're working with here. Now, working, I don't necessarily mean like at your job. It could just be you working together in terms of energies, trying to build a foundation, trying to build a solid foundation, coming together to test the waters, to see where you're at, where they're at. Overall, good energies. The only thing I see here is the current situation, some fears kicking in for you. So, in the recent past, you get the Judgment, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. Whatever decision you made in the recent past, or whatever realization you came to, made you so, so, so happy. Like, literally, this is happy, 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 happy. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You're evaluating and assessing whether or not this is going to end well for you, because you're showing me, I have a fear of this not working out. I have a fear of me getting hurt here. I have a deep fear of, me essentially getting my heart broken, but I don't know if that's going to be the case yet. So what you're doing, you're like, only time will tell. I know at some point I'm going to know, is this going to work out? Is this not? Only time will tell. But in the meantime, you got your little antennas out there evaluating and assessing, really taking a look to see like, okay, where's what? Or what's what, sorry. In the near future, you get the Nine of Cups, Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. There are some doubts. There are some what ifs here, but overall I see a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of emotional stability, and things really shifting in a very positive direction for you in the near future. So positive energies, really, really positive energies this reading. So let's clarify. Let's start off with the Three of Pentacles, which is the main energy for your reading this month. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. You're holding back. You're holding back. You're moving slowly. I see that your biggest priority this month is you, and you. And it's in a good way. It's not like in a selfish way, but it's more so like, I need to make sure that I'm taken care of. I need to make sure my needs are addressed. Like, that's why you're moving so slowly. And that's why you're kind of like, look, I am holding back. I'm not just fully opening myself up. The floodgates are not just like, emotionally open. I'm seeing where you're at. I'm testing the waters, right? Let's come together. I put a brick, you put a brick. I put a brick, you put a brick, and let's see if we can build something here that can go the distance. Whatever this is with this person, you're definitely not jumping in with both feet. They do make you happy, but you're cautiously optimistic, I would say. Let's take a look at the Judgment in the recent past for you. Judgment is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which you get in the near future, the Three of Wands, which you get in the current situation, and the Ace of Wands. You've made a decision to have a brand new beginning here, right? You've made a decision like, look, whatever the situation was in the recent past, you want to shift it. You want to move it in a better direction, and you want to move it in a different direction. And you're showing me like this new direction that I'm moving in, I'm excited about it. It really lights me up inside. But when it comes to actually taking action, you're not taking action yet. You might be taking action in the current situation. In the recent past, it's almost like, okay, I've made the decision. I'm going to the moon. I've gotten all the gear. I'm excited to go to the moon, but I'm not in the spaceship quite yet. Like, I'll get to the spaceship later. Not quite yet. There's still some more time that needs to pass. So I don't really know why you're waiting. Could be because you're taking things slowly. I'm not sure. You're not showing me, so I'm not going to pry. Let's take a look at the Sun in the recent past for you. The Sun is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Death, and the High Priestess. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the World. You're very much aware of the fact that you are guarded, that you are defensive, right? You're aware of this on like a very, very deep level as well. You're showing me like, look, I understand that essentially like this guarded energy isn't serving me. I need to surrender. I need to release this because it's not in my benefit. And deep down, like this realization is coming from like your higher self, your soul, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's coming from a higher place. And so you're showing me like here in the 3D world, me being guarded doesn't do me any favors, right? It's not helping me in any way. It's time for me to let it go, to surrender to the universe and just release it. And you've kind of come to this understanding on a very, very deep level. So I don't know what happened in the recent past that got you to this place, but it's a pretty cool place to be at. Let's take a look at the Ten of Cups in the recent past. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Ten of Swords, and the Emperor. You were happy, and then that happiness came to an end. Something happened. Something stopped moving, right? Like the preparation towards you getting into the spaceship kind of halted. And all that excitement, all that happiness that you had about, yay, this is a new beginning, this is a new journey, it kind of ended for you. Now, again, I don't feel like you're actually showing anybody this because you're showing me the Emperor. You're putting on a very confident, very empowered, very stable, dominant, like not vulnerable kind of energy of like, I'm fine, I'm good, you know, no big deal, whatever, didn't really want this spaceship anyway. But it sucks because obviously like when something that makes you that happy comes to an end, it's not going to feel good, right? So I don't know exactly what this is. It could be a connection. It doesn't feel like this connection came to an end. It's more so like you had this notion of something going somewhere, something happening, and then that kind of got nipped in the bud. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles in the current situation for you. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. This is you. You are an air sign. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're trying to evaluate and assess whether or not this connection that you have with this person, whether it's that, like, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this looks like a strong bond, right? And this looks like love. But is that what it actually is? You're like evaluating and assessing it. You're like, well, maybe this isn't a bond. Maybe this isn't strong. Maybe there is no love here. Maybe this is just a rock that looks white and purple. Maybe I'm assigning too much meaning to this. You're trying to like evaluate this from a logical perspective, right? But it's not, you're kind of trying again to be practical and logical about this, but these are emotions. The mind is not equipped to deal with feelings. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to analyze it, the heart from the place of the mind. You know, you have these feelings. These feelings don't need to be analyzed. Like you don't have to act on them, right? You don't have to do anything with them, but like trying to sit there and like poke at them and prod at them and be like, oh, well, you know, let's look. Well, what is it? You don't know what this is because you're looking at it with the wrong tools. You're looking at your heart through the mind, and that doesn't really work. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands in the current situation for you. Three of Wands is clarified by the King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, which you just got, and the Eight of Wands. So what I do see here is essentially you're waiting. You're waiting for some communication from this person to help you make this analyzing a little bit easier. I do feel like some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Aries, Scorpio is also showing up strong here. You're waiting for something, some word from this person to help make your analytical process a little bit easier. Because you're sitting here looking at this, well, is this love? Is there love? Could there be love? You're waiting for this other person to come in and be like, yeah, what you think or what you're feeling is real, right? And in the meantime, I don't feel like there is that communication. You know it's going to happen at some point. You just don't know exactly when that's going to happen. And so you're just kind of waiting for word from this person to come in and like either confirm or completely negate what you think is happening here, or what you feel, essentially. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles in the current situation. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups, which you get immediately after this in the near future, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. it's difficult for you. It's difficult for you to even think about possibly losing this person, losing this connection, because they do make you feel very emotionally stable. They do make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. And so just the thought of possibly losing this connection, losing this person, even though, again, you feel the love, but I don't feel like you guys are necessarily in a relationship. Though this could just be like, friends where you guys have feelings for each other. This could be, we know what this is, but we haven't titled it yet. This could be the beginning of a romance. I don't know exactly what this is. It's going to be different for each of you. But the thought of losing this is very difficult, and it's very stressful, and it's very painful for you, because this person, this connection, truly does bring in a lot of emotional stability and emotional fulfillment for you in the current situation. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups in the near future. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Fool. I do see a lot of emotional fulfillment here for you. It's risky, right? Because based on the past, whether it's your past relationships or the past with this person, it's a little bit risky for you to allow yourself to feel these feelings, to allow yourself to feel whatever this is. What is that noise? To allow yourself to entertain whatever this is, but you're still going with it. You're still allowing yourself to feel it. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to jump, and hopefully I have a parachute. Hopefully this all works out for the best. And this is successful at the end. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the near future for you here. Page of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Temperance, and the Five of Pentacles, which you got in the current situation. You're taking it slowly, right? You are taking it very, very slowly because, again, that fear of loss, the fear of losing this is pretty intense. But you don't want to take it slowly. You want things to go 100 miles an hour. And you're showing me the fact that this is moving so slowly is because of me, because of my doubts, because of my what ifs, because of my fears. But, and again, you get the Sun. This person does make you happy. So you literally don't want to be going 5 miles an hour. You want to go 100 miles an hour, but you're like, hey, I got to pump the brakes. I got to really take this slowly because I have a lot of what ifs, right? I can't just go 100 miles an hour because I have all these little speed bumps that my mind has put in place. So I have to go 5 miles an hour, but I don't want to, but I also don't want to damage my car. Is kind of how you're approaching this. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune in the near future for you. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Things are picking up. Things are moving. And you realize that. You're showing me okay, I get it. So you're not really going 100 miles an hour anymore, but you've made the decision in your mind of okay, I'm going to go 20 or I'm going to go 30, right? Because you're very passionate about this. And it's also healing for you to remove these mental roadblocks that you placed for yourself, right? These mental speed bumps. It's very healing for you to remove them and just follow your emotion, follow your desire, follow your passion, right? It truly does make you feel good to just follow your heart. So again, you're not fully going with it. You're going instead of 100, you're going 20, but 20 is faster than 5. And there's a lot less road bumps on the way. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month. From the universe, you get the Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Magician. Excuse me, yeah. You've been manifesting this new beginning in love. You've been wanting this. You've been manifesting it. But you're moving very, very slowly. And we already covered why you're moving so slowly, why you're holding back. But if you guys have been manifesting a new beginning in love or rekindling a romance with someone, it's happening. Your manifestation is coming true. You're just taking it very, very slowly, very, very cautiously, which completely understandable. So that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. And remember, I love me some coffee. So donation link is below. Thank you guys again, and I will see you here on the next one.